Long live the king.
Welcome back to the channel, folks. Mr. H here for a breakdown of a brand new TV spot that actually hasn't found its way online as yet. So this is for Godzilla King of the Monsters, you know, because I've given you that hyped intro. So what I'll do is I'll play it, I'll give it to you guys, you can just watch it, and then we'll talk about it, break it down, just discuss it bit by bit, and all of the reveals, things like that. There's not really anything spoiler here, but just generally speaking, if you don't want to see parts of the film now that you think you've seen enough, just don't watch this video, because there are some bits and pieces in terms of a fight scene which you may not want to see. It's quite cool though. I mean, if you're a Godzilla fan, I would encourage you to watch it because it looks pretty cool. So here you go. Here's the TV spot first.
How many of these things are there?
1, 2.
17 have captured. Long live the king. The king is on our side. Godzilla, rated PG-13, experienced at IMAX, May 30th.
So here is where I'm going to get lambasted for going way too deep on another trailer and rambling for way too long, like I always do. So this trailer opens with things that we've seen before. We see Godzilla blasting his atomic breath into the sky. Nothing too new about that at all. It's a great scene. Again, I stand by this statement. I definitely think that they have adjusted the CGI. I think it's very clear to see, especially on the two rodan emerging from the volcano shots that we've had in each trailer. So we open with that, that's fine, nothing too crazy there. We also then see Vera Farmiga's character saying run. Now this is corresponding to what we've heard from WonderCon. She's in Antarctica, she's wearing thermals here, she's even got gloves on, she has a device in her hand. When she says run, I would imagine she's saying run to either her husband, which is Kyle Chandler's character, or even her child, Millie Bobby Brown. But this is her releasing King Ghidorah, or King Ghidorah. So, really great shot. Again, it just adds more information that we know that this was going to happen from the WonderCon footage. The description popped up online last night. I dropped a video whilst I was drunk, so you can go check that out for a full description. It's not this though, this is something new here. Then we see another shot of Rodan emerging from the volcano. He's pulling himself up with his claw, which I would imagine is on the end of his wing. And again, we've seen this shot before, but I will say this, even on this quite low quality video, that they've adjusted the CGI. Again, I really do stand by that. Then after this, we see Rodan overhead in Mexico, destroying the city as he flies over. I think the thing that really stands out to me here is just the sheer size of him, but also all of the magma that just flies off of him. It's just absolutely insane. There are a few shots of Kyle Chandler's character discussing some bits and pieces. And then we see what is going to be the opening of the movie. We see the larval stage of Mothra. Millie Bobby Brown's character is running towards Mothra, and this is as the mercenary group, the eco-terrorists, are trying to capture her, as well as the Orca. That's, again, we've found this out from multiple leaks here and there, also set visits and things like that. Just another great shot though, I guess. It's just a really cool shot of Mothra. Looks good, and again, I will say this, adjusted the CGI. I definitely do believe that they have. From here we get some shots. I don't know really where this is. I would imagine that this is kind of part way through the movie, or even towards the tail end of the film. We've got Vera Farmiga's character, basically the whole family, Kyle Chandler, Millie Bobby Brown, and Vera Farmiga's character, all together in the rain. This looks to be part of the wreckage of the city. We've seen some corresponding shots to this, what Millie Bobby Brown is wearing. That's what I would imagine it is anyway. Then we get another awesome shot, and this is a new one, of Rodan flying down. Just looks really cool. It doesn't look like he's hit but if you slow it down, there's almost like a blast, and I think that's just magma coming off of him. But it looks so good. Just a really good shot. The scale's there, the sense of scale is there, and the magma just flying off him looks awesome. But then we get a really interesting comment from Ken Watanabe's character. He says 17 and counting in reference to the amount of Titans that there are. So at the moment, 100% confirmed, there's going to be, not in this film anyway, but in the universe, 17 and counting. So at this point in time, they've obviously discovered 17 kaiju, which is just madness to think. Absolutely insane. It goes to the monster reveals which came out of all of these set visits as well. But then, I will say this about this teaser trailer, the music choice is crap. It doesn't go with every other trailer that they've done. It's a real big tonal change. I'd imagine they're just trying to appeal to a wider market now on the lead up to the film's release. They've got the fans, and they've even got the people that are just like middling fans. They're on board, but they're trying to appeal to a wider market by dropping some cool beats. Then we see King Ghidorah. Don't really know where this is. There is some power pylons there, so got to be in a city of some sort. I can't imagine that this is in Antarctica. Again, just due to the kind of power pylons that are there. We see, and then this is the real money shot, and this is what I think everyone is just going absolutely insane about, is King Ghidorah in a city. I don't know what city this is. You can't really make it out. Not for me, anyway, my geographical knowledge. But he's spitting gravity beams from his wings. From his wings. They're just blasting out. Now, whether they're called gravity beams in this movie, probably not going to be. But the fact that they're doing this aesthetic in the film is just insane. It looks so good. It will probably be the thumbnail to this video. What a great shot. This is one of the best shots as yet for this film, and we've seen some great shots to this day. So for that to be the best shot now is that's real high praise. It's really saying something. I think the cinematography in this film is just going to be, again, just mind-blowing. I'm really looking forward to it. We do get an interesting shot of Vera Farmiga's character and Charles Dance. They're looking at some screens. So I don't really know where this is, but I mean, it's definitely Charles Dance's character and Vera Farmiga's. And we can see King Ghidorah. It's one of the shots which was in a previous TV spot. Beautiful. King Ghidorah's on the mountaintop. We can see the crucifix there and a map. So I would imagine that the map is all pertaining to the other kaiju. If we look at the top right screen, I would imagine that screen there is the Mountain Titan, and there's some various other screens. I think this is just a monitoring base that either the eco-terrorists are using or Monarch that the eco-terrorists have infiltrated. But really cool. And now we actually know who he's referencing. Charles Dance, as he says, "Long live the king," is actually referencing King Ghidorah, which is a pretty big reveal. And I would say that this is him. King Ghidorah would have had to have beaten a Titan for this to have happened. So he would have obviously beaten Rodan into submission. And then he says, "Long live the king, King Ghidorah." I would imagine they're not going to call him King Ghidorah in the movie, but this is them calling him King Ghidorah. So it's their way of saying his name's Ghidorah, long live the king, King Ghidorah. I think I'm right in that assumption. So then from here, as we scroll through, we get some more awesome shots of Godzilla. Again, it's just that sense of scale. He's running, chasing into King Ghidorah. We've seen this before, nothing too crazy there. But there's a little bit more of an extended part to this fight. So we see Rodan next just flying. That's fine, Millie Bobby Brown's character. But then as it says to throw, and then it goes to throw down, we see King Ghidorah obviously roaring at, I would imagine, either Godzilla or Rodan due to the flames there. But then we see Godzilla with one of King Ghidorah's heads. And it is a head. If you slow it right down, you can see it. And he essentially drop kicks him. He does like a slam dunk of King Ghidorah's head into the floor. And I'll slow it right down for you, and it's just insanity. It's such a good shot. And then we see part of what was revealed at WonderCon, I would imagine anyway. We see Godzilla, this is how the trailer closes, fires his atomic breath over at King Ghidorah. Now, that part, I would imagine, is the shot which was shown at WonderCon, but what was shown at WonderCon means that King Ghidorah avoids the blast. So there you go. There's my trailer breakdown, my analysis. I know I've gone deep dive into it, but I hope there were some reveals that you maybe missed. If you haven't even seen the trailer spot, then you've seen it now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. That helps me out. And if you want to support the channel, you can give the video a share. Again, that really does help the channel out a lot more than you know. Guys, if you've enjoyed all of this Godzilla content and you enjoy the content that I do, head on over to my Patreon page. There's a link down below in the description box. You can have access to a whole lot of exclusive content and actually early access content as well. So please do go check it out. Anyway, guys, that's enough crap from me here. As always, I've been Mr. H. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.